Hi, I'm Tina Pierce. This is David Pierce. We're from Norman, Oklahoma. We've done this drag and drive stuff for quite some time. We started 2022 race week, really good, and then it ended up really bad, and then back to good. So, first day went great. We made a couple of not so great passes. It happens sometimes, but last pass, great pass. Not exactly what we wanted, but it pulled a wheelie. Nothing we can really do. Just ride it out and carry on. But after that pass, we had an engine failure due to us. But when the parachutes deployed, all the oil sloshed forward, and we had a couple of seconds of no oil pressure. And so I think that's what happened with that. And so we were actually out of the race then, because we couldn't fix it then and there. We had to wait and get the machine shop guy in and get all that redone. So luckily we had some crank and rods that we had ordered for backup. Thank goodness we got it. And so we got that, and we got that night, we stayed the night at the track. And then the next morning we went home and tore the engine completely apart, got everything off, got it ready for our engine guy because he wanted it that day on Monday, which Monday was Labor Day, so nobody was open. So we couldn't get any other parts that we needed. Took it over there the next day on Tuesday. He came in early, worked late. He balanced our crank, cleaned up the motor, took it apart, fixed it, put it all back together, and then called us at 5:15 and said, "It's ready, you better come get it." So we went up there, we went and got it, stayed up till about 1 o'clock, got it almost done. It is Tuesday evening, about 7 o'clock. Carter's engine, man, they worked their butts off today to get our engine back to us today so we can take off in the morning. They got it all ready. We've got to put it all back together.
Garage is a mess.
Run it a little bit today. Sorry, we've been thrashing, trying to get everything done so we can get back on the road.
All this cool Crower stuff over here.
Oh man, yeah. Everything is good. Like I said, we had some extra parts, and we took it down there to them, and they fixed us right up, and I'm so thankful. So we should be back, hopefully, on the road with everybody tomorrow, but keep our fingers crossed and hopefully everything goes well. I woke up early this morning, finished, and here we are. So a lot going on.
The car is a 66 Nova, built by Mike Winters, and he's done an amazing job. It's small tire car, smallish tire, 315 radial. We set it up all for the radial. It's a 509 big block Chevy, just a standard issue big block. It's got a couple of precision 88 millimeter turbos on it. It's got all Crower valve train in it.
Yep.
Run by MS3 Pro, and the car is done pretty awesome. It's made several great passes, been flawless for about 14 or 15 passes. Never really made any quarter-mile passes until the other day, and that's when we had the engine failure. Parachute came out, uncovered the oil. That was my fault. I just was not paying enough attention.
Well, it's a brand new build too. I mean, like I say, this is 15 passes on it, so it's still really new to us. So I couldn't
let her. She was so disappointed when the motor broke, and so
I was all over him. Get it done, get it done. We had to go look at it, figure out what it is. We can fix it. And he's like, nope, there's no fixing this. And I'm like, yes, there is. Let's go do something, because we've been here many times. And
so apparently my marriage was at stake. So I've saved our marriage. Here we are.
Got it done. The whole point of race week is to get going again. Like, work on the side of the road, do whatever you have to do to get running, to get to the next track. But for me, since I was out and I knew I couldn't get done, they have a shootout on Fridays. So on Friday, I can still come back. All the people that are broke can come back and still race. And so I had to get it ready for that. And today we got it ready early so we can come back and make some passes and kind of test a little bit too for Friday. So hopefully I can win that since I'm out of the big race. So
I think more than anything for me, we've never not finished. We've always finished, and we've always done pretty decent.
Yeah.
So I just could not, I wasn't going to take failure for an option. I wasn't gonna, it's gonna do whatever it takes to finish up. This is our vacation.
Yeah.
So what else are we gonna do, right?
What a stressful vacation. But we also had some trouble. Let me go back a little bit. We had some trouble when we got the engine back together. Our cherry picker quit. So it's an old cherry picker, so it broke. Of course, when you need it. So we had to break out the tractor to get the engine put back in. So
that was a little sketchy, but we made it happen.
You have to do what you have to do to go racing.
So we had never pulled a trailer with the car before this morning when we left. I was a little bit apprehensive about that, but Mike beefed the back of the car up. He knew what we were going to do with it, so it's got a lot of heavy-duty stuff back there to handle the trailer, no problem.
Yeah.
And it handled it great. The car rides so well. It's got QA1 Mod Series shocks on the back, and they're awesome. The car rides it's best handling riding car that I've ever been in. Going down the road, going down the highway.
Yeah.
It's really nicely well built.
And it's just as smooth going down the track. No matter how fast you're going, it doesn't ever feel like you're going that fast. Like, it's so smooth. It's really good. Got a Moser rear end underneath it too, that floater rear end, and it is amazing. It's like everything just works very well together. David set it up real nice. Mike built it real good. It works. But the trip up here was great. Now that we're here, we're really going to try and make some good passes and hopefully prepare ourselves for the shootout. I don't know who all's coming back, and I don't know how many will be in it, but hopefully we'll have enough to have a good race anyway.
So I'm not the best welder around, but I'm pretty good. So I added a section to the oil pan to give it more volume, about another 3 quarts in the pan. So hopefully, and then I'm going to set up a safety with the MS3 Pro to kill it if it sees 10 pounds of oil pressure or less. My fault for not having that set up. Cost me a motor, but
it happens sometimes. We get busy and we forget things.
I'm so concentrated on tuning the car, make sure it's good going down the track. I never really looked at the shutdown, and it was a mistake.
Sometimes that happens. It's part of racing.
I'll probably make her go about 400, 500 foot, shut it off, come back, look, make sure it's a brand new motor. So I got to be careful. I want to make sure we don't
mess anything else up.
I want to check the oil pressure, make sure everything's good with that. So we're going to try to go maybe a 7 today, but the car's got a 6-second pass in it. I know it does. We've been 720 with it.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And we've only been 20 pounds boost. So
still a lot left. A lot left in it.
That's probably another condition of our marriage. If I don't make her go 699 and 200 miles an hour, probably going to be in divorce court.
So I guess we're going to get the car ready, get everything all lined out, and then we're going to get up there and go make a pass and see how it goes.
We're going to go about a little bit further than half track shut off. Check everything, come back. Try to get after a little bit more than 60 foot than we did back home. Said the track was good, so we're going to see. Such a rush. I